Keir Starmer has become Britain's 58th Prime Minister. Starmer's election follows 14 years of Conservative rule and ushers in a new chapter for the nation. He took over leadership of the Labour Party in 2020, following its worst general election defeat in 85 years. As a lawyer, he received a knighthood for his work in criminal justice in 2014. He was also the head of public prosecutions in 2008, where he managed the Crown Prosecution Service for the British government. King Charles has endorsed the electorate's decision, confirming Keir Starmer as Britain's new leader. Labour secured a majority in the House of Commons with 412 seats. The Conservatives faced a historic low, dropping to 121 MPs, a net loss of 251. The Liberal Democrats gained 63 seats, bringing their total to 71. Meanwhile, SNP saw a significant defeat, losing 38 seats and retaining just 9. Reform UK won 5 seats, while the Greens increased their seats from 1 to 4, and Plaid Cymru doubled its representation, getting 4. Sinn Féin managed to nab 7 seats, and the DUP won 5. In his first speech outside 10 Downing Street, Starmer expressed his gratitude to Rishi Sunak for his achievements as the first British Asian Prime Minister of the country.
I want to thank the outgoing Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. His achievement as the first British Asian Prime Minister of our country, the extra effort that will have required, should not be underestimated by anyone. And we pay tribute to that today. And we also recognise the dedication and hard work he brought to his leadership. Now, this wound, this lack of trust, can only be healed by actions, not words. I know that. But we can make a start today with the simple acknowledgement that public service is a privilege and that your government should treat every single person in this country with respect. Changing a country is not like flicking a switch. The world is now a more volatile place. This will take a while. But have no doubt that the work of change begins immediately. Have no doubt that we will rebuild Britain with wealth created in every community, our NHS back on its feet facing the future, secure borders, safer streets, everyone treated with dignity and respect at work, the opportunity of clean British power cutting your energy bills for good. And brick by brick, we will rebuild the infrastructure of opportunity.
Within hours of becoming Prime Minister, Keir Starmer announced his cabinet. Rachel Reeves has become the UK's first female finance minister. She hails from South London originally and began her career as an economist before winning the seat for Leeds West in 2010. Angela Rayner has been named as the Deputy Prime Minister and appointed Secretary of State for Levelling Up, Housing and Communities. Angela qualified as a care worker, and her career as an MP began in 2015. David Lammy is the new Foreign Secretary. He was Parliament's youngest MP upon his election in Tottenham in 2000. John Healey has been appointed as the new Defence Secretary. He first won election in 1997. Healey held positions in the governments of Sir Tony Blair and Gordon Brown. Wes Streeting is the new Health Secretary. He was elected to Parliament for the first time in 2015. Streeting had previously held the role of President of the National Union of Students. On the other side, Rishi Sunak resigned as leader of the Conservative Party. In his farewell speech, Sunak said,
"To the country, I would like to say first and foremost, I am sorry. I have given this job my all, but you have sent a clear signal that the government of the United Kingdom must change, and yours is the only judgment that matters. I have heard your anger, your disappointment, and I take responsibility for this loss. It is important that after 14 years in government, the Conservative Party rebuilds, but also that it takes up its crucial role in opposition professionally and effectively."
As the UK embarks on this new chapter under Prime Minister Keir Starmer, the nation stands at a crossroads of expectation and opportunity. According to a radio show host and a podcaster, Lesley Riddoch, without funding public services, redistributing wealth and addressing the EU relationship, achieving significant change is challenging.
If you're not going to put more money into public services, if you're not going to put more money into the hands of most people, if you're not going to reverse a lot of damaging privatizations that have sat in our energy system, in our water system for so many 40 years, if you're not going to address the relationship with the EU, it's hard to see how you can actually make biggest harm, really, to the UK economy has been leaving the European Union. And that's been said pretty much by all the authority figures and institutes in British politics, that there's no way the growth that Labour Party talks about can be achieved if we're not in the European Union. And yet, Labour is not talking about rejoining the EU. So, will things change? It doesn't look like it.